Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Golden Girl 7, and before I get into this video subscription box, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to see more amazing unboxing content. Now, this videos box is the Sensory Theraplay box. Now, this box is curated by an OT specialist for people on the spectrum, but you do not have to be on the spectrum to receive this box. She does have a toddler box, and this is the ages, I believe, 5 to 12 box, and she has an adult-based box too. So this one is, like I said, the 5 to 12. You don't have to be on the spectrum to get this box, but it is curated with people on the spectrum in mind. So just be aware of that. I think, honestly, this would make a great Christmas or Hanukkah present or just holiday present in general. You may want to go over there and see if she has any Black Friday deals going on. This is a good present box if you want to give to somebody. It's usually filled with toys, games, and tools to help people focus, to help people learn social skills, to help people, mainly children, this one's more based towards children, develop gross and fine motor skills. So it encompasses a variety of skills that we all use developing and growing up. Now, I believe I have never gotten the adult box, but from what I've seen on the website, it's more geared to help focus and deal with stress and anxiety. So there's not as many social games in that box, but it's more like fidgets, handheld fidgets to calm your anxiety and your stress, as well as like coloring books and stuff to give your hands something to do while you're doing your work or while you're studying or something like that, if that makes sense. All right, so without further ado, let me get into this box. Again, it is $42 a month, but if you subscribe for month-to-month options, like a 3-month or a 6-month, the more you subscribe, the lower the month-to-month fee of this box will be. All right, so she always packs it with foozles and encourages the children to open the box themselves, to go ahead and play in the foozles because that gives it that tactile and textural support as well as some fine motor skills. So she also always puts in these amazing quotes, which I think we all need some inspirational quotes once a month, if not more, right? This one says, "On the night you were born, the moon smiled with such wonder that the stars peeked in to see you, and the night wind whispered, 'Life will never be the same, because there had never been anyone like you ever in the world,'" by Nancy Tillman. How beautiful is that quote? And I love the card that it's on with the moon and the stars and the ombre-esque background of it. That is an amazing quote, and I love it. Okay, so my first fidget I do actually already own, and this is the pineapple squishy. I'm going to pause the video because sometimes the wrapper, depending on who's watching the video, the unwrapping will not be good for sensory input, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to trigger anybody, so I'm going to unwrap off camera and then come back. All right, so this is the pineapple fidget, and from just this basic look, it just looks like a rubbery kind of textured pineapple, and the strings are a little bit pulley, kind of like the splat frog toys almost, but then you squish it and you get your gel beads. So it becomes almost like that gel fidget. And it's got a little bit of a sound of a squish, but I think overall, depending on how hard you play with this, it's a pretty quiet fidget if you wanted to have it in the classroom. And you see it's building not only those fine motor skills if you're going to pinch and pull, but also those more gross motor skills of, squishing like a ball. So that's my first one. I already have this one, so this will be going to my classroom. If you don't know, I am an instructional assistant in a special needs class for 3rd to 6th grade. This one is cute. This is the Stretch Dash Hound. He is so cute, and he does pull, so you can pull him, but he also has like sand inside of him, so he has a little bit of weight to him. So if you have kids that are more deep pressure seekers, you can, obviously this will just be for your hands, not like a whole weighted blanket, but, it can give you a little more tactile input on your hands for your deeper pressure seekers. He is super, super cute. Oh, this little face. There he is. Now, she always puts the information card on the bottom, which usually has the pricing sheets on it. So let me go ahead. I do think you get a lot of value for your buck on this one. So it'll say what is included each month, and then it'll give you the items and what they're specifically used for. So like the pineapple squeezy is a satisfying squish to reveal the clear beads. Play a game of catch. So if you played a game of catch, you're involving those social skills. So I wouldn't have even thought of that. So that's great idea right there. And it works on eye-hand coordination or simply uses a fidget. And it's $4. And then the Stretch Dash Hound, again, you squeeze and stretch. It's a handheld fidget. And he is $5.99. Okay. Then we have the putty scents. Now, be careful with these depending on your individual. And as I always say, as a parent or guardian, you know your individual who this is going to best. If they have sensory, overpowering, sensory what's the word I'm looking for? Intake. So like, I personally don't like stickiness. Stickiness is very off-putting to me, and it's kind of like, I don't want to touch that. If you have a kiddo who does not like the smell of cake or does not like the putty, some of the scents that this is very strong perfumey smells. So be very aware that this has the potential, if you have a scent, a person who may be on the spectrum with, who doesn't like certain scents and maybe makes them gag or, you know what I'm talking about. Be aware this may not be for them. And that's okay. Not everything in this box, not everything in the subscription is going to be personalized to you. So sometimes these make good gifts for other people, and that's okay as well, in my opinion. So just be aware of who your individual is. Be aware if you have somebody who is more oral seeking. This is not a good fidget for an oral seeker. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of giving you that warning on the bottom. And she always has this disclaimer. You are solely responsible for determining the contents, activities, and ideas presented. Please always monitor your child. Theraplay is not able to provide any assurance regarding allergies or other issues that may arise. So there's always this disclaimer on the bottom, and then I want to make it clear in my videos as well. You know your individual. You know if this is going to be an appropriate toy or not for your individual. And so if you get this box and you're like, hey, I can't do anything with these items, donate, make good presents, that sort of thing. So just be aware there are other things you can do with these items. Now that being said, this is Putty Scents with rainbow foam beads. So Putty Scents Mix Up Confetti Cake lets you combine yummy scents and foam beads to make sweet smelling crunchy putty. So on the other hand, if you have somebody who really likes the scent, make sure they don't eat it. See what I'm saying? Ooh, okay. So this is what it looks like. So you have the styrofoam beads. Make sure they don't eat it. And then you have the actual putty. So what you're going to do is combine the styrofoam beads with the putty. I can smell this through the plastic. It is strong perfume cake vanilla scent. So just be aware of that. So you could combine them, not combine them based on your individual's needs. I think honestly, this would make a great birthday gift for somebody. So there's that. Next up we have the monkey rings. And I'm jumping the gun here. My apologies. It says that putty mix-up is $9.95. So I was looking for the price on that. So then we have our monkey rings. These are super cute. I actually really like these. I like them when they come in like the finger rings. Here, let me show you. So this is the monkey ring, but they also make, and this is not in the box, but this is just me showing you. They also make these, and you can get these on Amazon. And what you do is you roll them down your finger, and what it does is it builds in the circulation as well as giving tactile input and deep pressure to it. So if you're about to do some writing or something, it's good to kind of get that circulation going into your student or your child to help with that. So I really like these. But these are the monkey rings. So they come in green, blue, and then we have pink. So it's a set of 3. And let me see what she wants done with these. She says, spiky sensory monkey rings. Touch the spikes for tactile exploration and squeeze the rings to strengthen grip. So squeeze it like that. Working on those motor skills. Use the sensory ring for tossing, fidgeting, manipulating, and hand-eye coordination activities. Squeeze both sides of the ring together to warm up hands before writing. So warming up your hands and your wrists. Another way to use is gently rub on your child's arms for tactile input. Free of BPA, phthalates, and free of latex. It's dishwasher safe. That's actually really good. And it's valued at $8.99. Now, I do not think, even though it says all that they should be chewing on this, because as you see, they have little pricks that could easily come off. So if you got a chewer, this could be posed as a swallowing hazard. So just be aware of that. But it is more for like a tactile fidget. You can pull it, you can squeeze it, you can roll it between your hands like that. You can fidget with it. So monkey rings, very cool. They are more of a soft texture too. And I believe we have 2 more items. Okay. So up next we have the Stretchimals. This is going to be sticky. I'll take the bullet for you guys. I don't like sticky. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought, because usually when it's sticky, it has a more slime texture. This actually has a more rubber texture. But here's a purple one. He's shiny. He might be coming up blue on the camera, but he is purple. So he's stretch. So you're working on that fine motor skill and then pulling. He's more of a rubber texture, and we get 2 purple, 2 green, and 2 aquamarine. So we get 6 total, and she says, you know, it is sticky as that pineapple. It keeps sticking to this. It says the Stretchimals lizards make the perfect silent hand fidget that you can stick in your pocket or take anywhere with you. They have a pleasant texture and can be very calming to pinch between your fingers and squeeze in your hand. The retail value is $3.99. Again, if you have if you have an oral seeker, this is not the fidget for you. There have been boxes in the past that have given us chewies that we can put in our mouth for. I say this because a lot of my kiddos in my classroom are oral seekers, and so like this would not make a good fidget for my classroom. So just be aware of your individual and then what they can and cannot have. This would be okay in my classroom if we monitored it and made sure it didn't go in the mouth. This, however, would be very difficult to monitor because of how small it is. Does that make sense? And our last item is a Sloth sticker booklet. Ooh, little stickers, sloths and their jungle friends. That is cute. 250 stickers. Now, a lot of kids get incentivized with stickers. And you could also use stickers as if you have a token-based reward system, and maybe instead of like the stars, or some kids have the money token-based system, so it would be like 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, and then you add them all up, maybe 50 cents at the end, and you can buy something like you could buy a sticker. But you could also use, for kids who are just starting out, maybe on their token system, stickers as tokens. And the thing I like about the stickers is they're not as easy to take off, because a lot of my students like to take the token board and like play with the tokens, so they'll because we use the sticky velcro, so they'll keep like taking off the token and playing with it, and that at that point it loses its meaning. So the stickers, they can't really take off as easily, so I like stickers more for token economies. But this one, looks like you can use it for the purpose intended, where you take it off, which builds, again, those fine motor skills, have the individual take it off, and then stick it onto the booklet, and it kind of tells a story as you're sticking it onto the booklet, which is really cool too. So she says this is valued at $8. So super cool. I liked the items from a functional standpoint. I could use the sticker book in my classroom. I could use this in my classroom. I could use this in my classroom. This could be a reward. This could be a reward, and then it would have to be monitored. This I could not use in my classroom. These I could not. So, like I said, every box is kind of mass put out there, so every monthly box will be the same. It won't be tailored to you, which I guess it's more of from her financial perspective. That's kind of how she has to do it. I wish it was almost more tailored, but from a value perspective, if I was to go out and buy each one of those items, it makes more financial sense to subscribe to the box than actually buy those items. And in my opinion, it introduces me to items I might not have known about, or to ideas I might not have known about. Like, I wouldn't have thought about making this a soft game activity for socialization and gross motor skills. I mean, it's not just, I'm more of into like the writing aspect and how this can be used to help with fine motor skills. So she is that OT, and she gives you those ideas, which I think are very valuable as well. So that was my sensory therapy box. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to see more amazing unboxing videos, as well as hit the like button if you like the video, and turn on your notification bell to see when I upload more videos. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a magical rest of your day. Goodbye.